ñu ni ñaari rox yooyu yan lañ?
What are these two categories of souls? To answer this question, you will use what is called the signs of Allah, relying on an essential foundation, the divine name through which He is envisioned, which is ar-Rahman. If we go back to the Alamul Arwah, the world of souls, we observe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in His perfect organization, has established everything related to the framework of the human soul. Every soul, whether human, jinn, or otherwise, manifests within a specific framework. To understand the soul of a human being through the framework of the divine name ar-Rahman, we note that in the Alamul Arwah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala selected all souls belonging to the human species and established a barrier of separation between them, dividing them into distinct groups. In this divine organization, each group of souls is placed on a specific side, while the other group is positioned elsewhere, adhering to a precise structure ordained by Allah. The environment where these souls reside takes the form of moving circles, a configuration that eliminates any distinction between left, right, front, or back. When contemplating this reality through the divine name ar-Rahman, we observe that the circle in which Allah has placed these souls is in perpetual motion, making it impossible to distinguish between left and right, front and back. However, what can be discerned within this circle is how Allah has separated the souls. Indeed, based on their position, certain souls have received a specific breath from the Lord, that of the secret Kaaf. It is important to clarify that this secret Kaaf has no connection to the divine name through which the soul is integrated during its insertion into the point of fertilization by the angels. When the angels come to breathe the soul into the embryo, the divine name attached to this integration remains inherent to the soul, while the secret Kaaf belongs to another reality, that of the Alamul Arwah. Thus, Allah created certain souls from the secret Kaaf, which remains distinct from the divine name breathed during the union of the soul and the body in the earthly world, as we explained in the previous lessons. If we return to the Alamul Arwah, we observe that the barrier of separation established by Allah delineates two major categories of souls. On one side, those shaped by the secret Kaaf. On the other, those shaped by the secret Noon, each occupying a specific position within this divine structure. At the moment when Allah addresses the world of angels, Alamul Malakut, a divine order is issued after 40 days, as we previously calculated. This order is entrusted to 3 mandated angels, among whom one is the mission leader, directing the execution of the divine decree. These 3 angels, when they enter the Inayatou, are divided into 2 distinct categories. The first, who leads them, is symbolized by Alif. The second, who assists, is symbolized by Lam. And the third, who completes the group, is symbolized by Mim. Thus, their arrangement and posture in the world of angels, Alamul Malakut, manifest under the mystical representation of Alif-Lam-Mim, reflecting a precise and structured divine order in the celestial organization. When they leave the Alamul Malakut, enveloped by the Inayatou, which symbolizes a divine name, and access the maternal womb through their invisible power to breathe the soul, their configuration changes and takes on a new arrangement. Upon entering the sacred space, their initial posture of Alif-Lam-Mim transforms into the sublime formula of Bismi-llāhi ar-Rahmani ar-Rahịm, The angel who held the posture of Alif now adopts the symbolism of Bismi-llāhi. The angel represented by Lam takes on the configuration of ar-Rahmăni. The angel in the posture of Mim manifests under the symbolism of ar-Rahịm. Thus, when they enter the maternal womb, they abandon their initial configuration of Alif-Lam-Mim and take their place within the framework of Bismi-llāhi ar-Rahmăni. When they complete their mission of inserting the soul, the angels leave the maternal womb, leaving behind the Inayatou that enveloped them. At this moment, they resume their original configuration of Alif-Lam-Mim and return to the Alamul Malakut, rejoining the place where Allah has commanded them to reside. The framework they adopt to return to their world, namely the configuration of Alif-Lam-Mim, causes a transformation of the Inayatou they leave behind. This Inayatou, now detached from the angels, remains in the maternal womb, but reconfigures itself to symbolize the divine name from which it was fashioned. This transformation of the Inayatou gives it a testimonial function. It becomes the inner seal of the soul, attesting before the Lord that the angels who carried the mission of Alif-Lam-Mim fulfilled their task faithfully before returning to their celestial abode. When Allah informs the angelic world, Alamul Malakut, of the completion of the decreed 40 days, He commands the angels to select a soul from those residing in the Alamul Arwah. However, when He addresses them, His divine order is exclusively directed to the angel symbolizing Alif, as it is He who leads the other two mandated angels, Lam and Mim. Thus, Allah does not address Lam or Mim, but only the angel bearing Alif, who holds authority over the others in this mission. This celestial order instructs them to proceed to the universe, where the world of souls, Alamul Arwah, resides, following a precise process. They fulfill Allah's command by selecting a soul from those He created, either through the secret of Kaaf or the secret of Nun. In this process, they are also invested with the Inayatou, which serves as their spiritual vector to insert the soul into the womb of the designated woman, in accordance with divine wisdom and the preordained decree. The profound mystery lies in the moment when Allah commands the angels to select a soul fashioned from the secret Kaaf. When the angel bearing Alif, in accordance with the divine decree, selects a soul shaped by the secret and mystically inserts it into the womb of the pregnant woman, the child born will be a boy. This is a science of extraordinary subtlety, revealing the perfect order established by Allah in Alamul Arwah. Conversely, if the same angel, Alif, still following the divine order, returns to the world of souls, and this time selects a soul fashioned by the secret of Nun, then, when he mystically inserts it into the point of fertilization within the maternal womb, the child born will be a girl. Here, the celestial organization and the precision of divine wisdom are unveiled. It is thus deduced that in the world of souls, Alamul Arwah, Allah has distinguished masculine souls fashioned by the secret Kaaf, feminine souls fashioned by the secret Nun. However, the process always remains.